Hello, everyone. Thank you to those of you who were here early and on time. We love people on time and ready to go, and we're just going to jump right into it. There will be the live stream available on Facebook as well as the recording available. How are y'all doing tonight? It is snowing. It is cold here in New York. We thought we were going to escape winter, but winter was like, before I leave, let me say. We've got our lovely EMA, Entrepreneurial Mindset Academy members here, and we've got some maybe potential EMA members here. Whoever you are, thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate it. I have got a jam-packed schedule for you tonight, and I am just so excited. So tonight we are going to be talking about the biggest problem in your marketing, why you're not attracting your dream clients or your dream audience. And this is really catered for YouTubers, podcasters, bloggers, coaches, therapists, artists, content creators, spiritual entrepreneurs. This is for you. Welcome, Javis. Welcome. I just met Javis yesterday, or not yesterday, this weekend at a networking event. I'm so glad you're here. So who am I and why am I here? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Amelia Fortes, and I am a business mentor and self-love coach for witchy healers, spiritual entrepreneurs, artists, and content creators. I am here because I am on a mission to heal the starving artist trope in society. I deeply believe that art is the one thing that connects people and literally saves our lives.
Hello.
Send it to me. I'm just trying to get it on my file.
Sorry, just muting. Make sure you're muted, please. Art is what got us through the COVID-19 pandemic. And artists and entrepreneurs deserve to be well paid and respected for the service that you all provide to the planet. I deeply believe that you, as an artist, healer, content creator, or entrepreneur, really deserve for your voice, your unique voice, to be heard. We, the world, deserve to hear it, and you deserve to be well compensated for it. Full stop. Mic drop. That's it. That's the tweet. This journey is deeply personal to me because I actually came from corporate America. I did what society told me I was supposed to do to be a successful person. And I worked as a VP and computer engineer on Wall Street for almost 10 years, if you could believe it. And I said, while I was working there, I was like, I am way too passionate and creative and sexy to be living the rest of my adult days as a banker. Now, no offense to bankers, if that's your calling, I'm happy for you. It just wasn't mine, and it never will be my calling. 2 years after deciding that I will never wake up to an alarm clock again on anyone else's time, and I'm only going to make money and do work that is meaningful to me, I went full time as a creative and entrepreneur. I've done the work, I've healed my wounds, and I got the skills. And I'm here to help you on your journey so you can do the same. So who are you? Why are you here? Now, I know you're here because there is a sacred calling in you that you can't ignore. You wouldn't be spending a Tuesday night with me when you could be doing anything else. There is a sacred calling inside of you that you can't ignore. Sure, you get jobs here and there, you've done some things in your life, but that one passion that lights you up, maybe multiple passions, never leave you. And they never will, because it's yours. It's in your DNA. It's in your blood. It is your soul's calling. And you might be here because you have a dream that you need to come to fruition. And some of you have probably had this dream for at least 10 years, maybe more. Now, if you're here, I know that you've also been kicked down a lot by people who didn't believe in you, by people who said you should just get a real job, by people who said what you really want to do just isn't possible. I'm here to say, fuck all that. That dream of yours, that sacred calling of yours is possible. And there are thousands of people on this green earth who are living proof. The only thing that's really stopping you is your level of commitment to that dream. So will you stop at nothing to make it happen? You tell me. If you answered yes, keep watching and get that pen and paper hot and ready because you're going to want to take notes. I'm going to go really fast tonight, okay? There's going to be a replay, but I'm going to go really fast tonight. But if you have any questions about anything, you can hit me up via the little chat bubble on my website at selflovecoach.com. That's selflovecoach.com. Any questions about anything, chat me up. I'm going to hit you back. So are we ready to get into it? Are you excited? Because y'all, I am so fired up for this. The content for tonight has been brewing and I put it all down on paper and it is hot, 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 hot. You're going to be writing fiercely. You're going to have questions and you're going to be like, oh my gosh. So if you're ready, pop it in the chat, pop it in the comments. I won't start unless you're ready. Okay, we got yes, we got let's get it. We got it's possible. We got we too damn fine. I love it. I love it. I love it. We ready. Yes, we got the star emojis. I love it. Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking about the biggest problem in your marketing and why you're not attracting your dream clients or your dream audience. I'm going to plant a couple seeds first. First seed, there are 8 billion people on the planet and only one you. You have no competition. There are some people on this planet out of this 8 billion people that are only going to resonate with you, your unique voice, your unique essence, and everything that makes you, you. So we got some people to serve. We got some people to call in because you and I could be saying the same exact thing, but this group of people is going to be like, nope, I like the way Crystal says it. And this other group, Amelia, this other, you know, so I don't care if there's a million other writers, actors, dancers, life coaches, hypnotherapists, therapists, magicians, crystal healers on the planet. There is only one you. So you have no competition, except maybe yourself. We'll talk about that though. So with that being said, no competition, artist, creator, whatever you are, whoever you are, this is another seed I want to plant for you. Always think of yourself as a business. Whether you're an actor, dancer, writer, teacher, YouTuber, podcaster, musician, blogger, or whether you have products or services to sell, or a combination of some of the above, you are a business. And as a business, you have to be clear on what you offer and who you offer it to. You have to be clear on what you offer and who you offer it to. I don't care if you don't have your business name yet. I don't care if you don't have a business checking account. I don't care if you don't have a website. I don't care if your business Instagram page is dormant and you started it, but you didn't touch it yet. You are a business. If you want to monetize your gifts and go full time, you have to walk the walk and talk the talk. You are a business. So start today thinking of yourself as a business. Because what does a business have? A business has a vision, a mission, a target audience or clientele, a problem that they solve for that target audience, and an offer, a signature offer that they provide that helps solve that target audience's problem. If you don't think of yourself as a business and you don't have these key elements, you're just going to be out here creating shit and wondering why nobody's paying you money or why nobody's booking you for gigs or why nobody's trying to hire you. Yes, Victoria, you are an author and you are a business. That's right. That's right. Okay. Now, clearly there's a lot of steps there. And in my membership Entrepreneurial Mindset Academy, I mentor my members through these steps. But for today, I just want to plant this seed, because if you leave here today and we never see each other again, you are a business. You need a vision, a mission statement, a core offer, a target audience, and a way that you solve that audience's problems. So whether you're just starting out or you've been around for a while, I need you to keep it simple. I'm about to go into the simplest yet the hardest thing for people to do, myself included. So I want you to lean in and I want you to take notes and I want your hand to hurt. And if you have questions, I want you to hit me up, okay? Okay, so you are a business. We got that? I am a business. I want to hear I am a business in the comments, in the chat, because we're not going to move on unless you're like, I am a business. Not like, oh, I kind of like write, no, I'm a business, I'm an author, I'm a musician, I'm an actor, whatever it is. I am a brand, I am a business. Yes, we got it. Okay, perfect. So as a business, I want you to keep it simple, whether you're just starting out or you've been at this game for a while. And let me tell you, people don't do this. This teaching is everywhere, but people still don't do this, myself included. I'm doing it now though. And doing this will change the game for you, okay? So, keeping it simple. One offer. We're going to talk about what that is. One offer, one target client, one problem to solve. So say it with me. One offer, one target client, one problem to solve. One of each. One offer, one target client, one problem to solve. Now, I know I'm going to say this, and some of y'all are going to go to a networking event tomorrow, and you're going to be like, I'm a this, and I do this and this and this. I'm telling you, it happens all the time, so don't worry, don't beat yourself up about it. That's why we have Entrepreneurial Mindset Academy, because we're going to get you right and tight, okay? One offer, one target client, one problem to solve. You're going to be so tempted to not do this. I promise you, you're going to be so tempted to not do this. So let's go into what that actually looks like, right? So what I mean by one target client, one offer, the one thing that you do. So when you go to a networking event and someone says, what do you do? I don't want to hear, I'm a writer, I'm a producer, I read crystals, I do astrology, because you know what? People are going to just check out. They're going to check the fuck out. I promise you they will. You're going to check out. You're going to not even, one target client, I am this for these people, for this type of person. And this is how I solve their problem. Okay, let's go into some examples. Again, you're not gonna do this right away. I'm gonna challenge you. So if you're a YouTuber, what's the offer? What kind of content do you produce? Is it comedy? Is it DIY, like how to DIY stuff? Is it how to meditate? One offer, one type of content, one general theme. Okay. Target client, who wants to watch? Who wants to watch? Who are the people that are watching your stuff besides you and your one follower, your mom or whoever? And one problem to solve, why are they watching? Are you teaching them some yoga, meditation? Are you teaching them stretches? Are you teaching them business tips? Are you teaching them how to, shop on a bougie budget, bougie shop on a bougie budget? Whatever it is, one problem that you solve. The most successful YouTubers do this, okay? Now, it's okay if you're trying things out and you don't know yet. So I don't want you to shame yourself or try to harass yourself into nailing it. It took me a lot of trial and error, and some of us are trial and error people. But I want this to be in the back of your mind. One offer, one client, one problem to solve, okay? And it's okay to experiment, because sometimes we need to experiment to see what we like. So You don't need to figure it out today, but before you start blowing up, you need to figure it out. Or actually, it's also what's going to get you to blow up. So for a podcaster, right? What kind of episodes? How long are they? How often? I recommend one episode per week. Target client. Who wants to listen? Who gives a shit? What is your goal with that podcast? Or do you just want to do it and refine the audience later? Is there a specific type of person that you want to reach? One problem to solve. Why are they listening? So with my podcast, I wanted to be able to provide accessible self-love tips to people all over the world. That's why I chose podcast, because I wanted everyone all over the world to be able to hear it. I want it to be on Spotify, keep it cute, right? And to be honest, the goal was for me to monetize my services. I noticed that in my business, there were things I was saying a lot, and I was like, I can create episodes with this content that live forever. By the way, if you want to listen to my podcast, it's Courageous Self-Love on all platforms. And my goal was to monetize it with my services, with my offer, my target audience, the problem I solved. And so they were listening really because they were interested in working with me, but they wanted to know more about my vibe. So that's how I can say I've made thousands of dollars off my podcast, not because it reaches millions of followers around the globe. I want you to forget about the vanity metrics. I want you to be clear. What's your offer? Who's your client, audience, whatever, and what problem do you solve? And that's how you monetize fast. You get clear on that. Actor, what's your offer? You need to know your type. Who are you? Let me tell you how I booked meetings with agents and with agencies as a baby actor in LA. I learned my type by going to a typecasting workshop. So I knew exactly who I was and what I had to offer as an actor. I gave myself a brand. I sent out my envelopes and headshots to all the agencies with my brand. I had my colors, I had my fonts, I had my stickers right there on the cover. I said, sassy, sweet, edgy Filipina. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what I put, but I also tried a bunch of different phrases. But anyway, I had my signature phrases and I mailed those things out. And I had, like I said, my branding, my colors, my fonts, my stickers with a succinct yet specific cover letter. I was clear on what kind of agents I was looking for, what kind of jobs I wanted to book, and what I brought to the table. So they knew what they were getting and they knew what I was about. And I actually met with a few agencies, and one agent believed in me so much and was so impressed with my marketing that he actually sat down with me for 90 minutes to talk about my career. I got a free 90-minute coaching session with a top commercial agent simply because he believed in me. And he did tell me some things I needed to hear. And actually, that is how I learned that I actually didn't want to be an actor. I wanted to be a content creator with my own personal brand. And that's when, after that meeting, he was like, yeah, you actually don't want to be an actor. You want to have do your own content, girl. And I was like, I will. So literally after that meeting, that was when I hit the ground running, producing my own content and learning how to monetize it. And when I say monetize it, I don't just mean clicks for money, because that takes a long ass time. There are dozens of ways that you can monetize your content if you're creative enough, if you're abundant enough, and if you're open enough. So if you're an actor, know who you are, know what you offer, your target client, which directors, producers, agents do you want to work with, and what are they looking for? What is the problem they need to solve? Come from a place of value first. A lot of times as artists and creators, we're like, me, look at me and my work. And it's like, why should we care? Most people are like, why should I care? I'm inundated with so much shit on social media. Why should I care about you and your art? They will know once they know your art, but they don't know right away, right? When you're scrolling, why do you follow someone? Because they're serving you. So you need to focus on value first. If you're a musician, what is your offer? What kind of music is it? What makes it different? Who is your target client? Who is this music for? Why are they listening to it? Adele blew up as the heartbreak song queen. Now, she didn't tell you this was her brand, but she had a brand. She provided a solution, right, for people going through a shitty breakup. And she provided the solution by giving them a way to find their own resilience through a breakup. She blew up because her brand was so clear. That whole album, classic, iconic. You going through a breakup, put on Adele. So even as a musician, just because you're not selling like, candles or services or whatever, you're selling your art, and it needs to be packaged in a brand. One product, one target, one problem to solve. Real estate investor. I used to do real estate investing, and our brand was hot. When we were baby real estate investors, I say we, my old business partner and I, we were Cali girls buy houses, and we were sassy and sweet, and we were in our 20s, and we were young, and we fucking knew it. And we played to that brand to the point where our website was blowing up, and we ended up getting this like millionaire mentor that mentored us and helped us do our deals. And he was just like, I just believe in you. Your brand, your system is right and tight. Your brand makes sense. He was able to see how different we were, even though we were brand new and didn't really know what we were doing. But our brand was right. That's how you attract people. One core offer, one target client, one problem you solve. Little do we know, one problem he wanted to solve was finding a mentee that he could, help in this industry. With witchy gifts, oh my gosh, this is crazy, right? What do you offer? Is it readings? Is it healing? Is it spiritual coaching? Is it soul-inspired artwork? What is the one thing that you offer? Target client, who is it for? Is it people going through a breakup, people looking for love, people going through a difficult transition in life? Is it people starting a new job? Pick one thing. You're not going to want to, but I'm telling you to, just to start. And what is the problem you solve? Through your readings, do you help them get clarity? Do you help them with confidence? Do you help them with finding the next steps they need to take? The more specific you can get, the less people will be confused when it's time to pay you. And how different is it to say, I'm a psychic, I do readings, versus I'm a bitchy psychic reader who does sassy, intuitive readings for badass rock stars to help them clarify their next career move. Clear. Even if they're not that, here's the thing. People think, and I thought this too, people think that if you choose one thing, you're going to pigeonhole yourself and then you're not going to be able to do all the other things. It's not true. When you niche, when you clarify your one thing, it'll attract so much more people to you. I promise you it will. There's a difference between saying, yeah, I'm a crystal healing therapist and I'm the, however you would describe yourself, Crystal. I was going to use the one example because I wrote down some examples because I didn't want to have to make stuff up on the fly. Versus, like I said, I'm the bitchy psychic reader who does sassy intuitive readings for badass rock stars to help them clarify their next career move. Like what? I know badass rock stars that are going to want to come to you. I don't think that's you, Crystal. That's why I didn't want to say that for you, but we're going to find it out, right? And I'm actually the next tip I'm going to give you is going to help clarify that even more. So what's the name of the game? One offer, one target client, one problem to solve. One offer, one target client, one problem to solve. You have to be clear on this part first, because before you even hire anyone else to help you, because listen, once you start popping off online, you're going to have all kinds of agencies and companies reaching out to you to say, hey, we can grow your followers. We can do your ads. We can help you market your business. And yes, they can do that. And they will do that legwork. But if you are not crystal clear on who you are, what you offer, and who you help, and why anyone should care, you'll be throwing away money. And I know I did. I've done this. So I'm also telling you the mistakes that I've made. The other thing is too, when you're hiring coaches and mentors to help you with your business or your art or to monetize your podcast or your YouTube, if you're not crystal clear on what you do, and what they offer you does not include helping you get clear on that, you are going to spend a lot of time and money implementing stuff that probably won't even work if you're not clear. It might work a little bit, but not with the results that you really want. And let me tell you, there's a lot of people out there that know how to market their program and they'll get you to buy it. But if they're not helping you with the inner work, the mindset and the clarity piece, and they're just telling you implementation steps, and probably even implementation steps that don't fit you, your vibe, your lifestyle, your aesthetic, your brand, it's terrible. There's a lot of people have been burned by coaches and mentors and programs like this. I've been burned so hard. So I feel you if you've been burned. But yeah, if you're not clear, you're going to be like doing these steps and like wondering, like, you know, I'm thinking too, like if you're a musician, right, and you want to hire a digital marketing agency to get your music out there, if your brand is not on point, you could be in fucking XXL, but like if it doesn't make sense, then what's the point? You're going to have wasted all this money on an ad because you're not crystal clear on who you are and what you're doing. And also if your systems are not in place. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of eyeballs, but where do they go? How do they buy? Like, what do they do? Confused people don't buy. Confused people don't click. One thing. I know I said that for you. Here's the thing too. What is it? One core offer, one target client, one problem you solve. I'm going to talk about your Instagram bio, okay? I'm going to attack some of you. I attack myself. It's fine. Your IG bio is not about you. Ain't nobody care if you like coffee and tacos. They don't. People aren't going to follow you for that. They're going to follow you because you do something for them. Now they're going to keep following you because you keep doing something. Nobody cares that you drink 10 cups of coffee a day. Okay? They're going to follow you because you solve their problem. Because you are clear on who you are and what you can do for them. I mean, okay, maybe they'll kind of care if you're both Aries or Sagittarius or whatever. But honestly, I don't fucking know the star sign of any YouTuber I follow, including the astrologist. Come to think of it, I don't know Chani Nicholas's sign. And I follow her for astrology. Your followers aren't going to care about you. They care about having their problem solved. I don't know Adele's star sign. I don't know if she likes coffee or tacos. Frankly, I don't care. Make me music. Make me music to heal my broken heart. Feel me? So she does love tea. Okay, Victoria, no, she loves. We got 150 characters to tell people who the fuck you are and what you can do for them, okay? Nobody cares if you like coffee. You know Adele loves tea because you already love Adele, but when you first heard her song, you didn't care. So, now look, this is so simple, but honestly, this is one of the hardest things to nail. And you can try to do it on your own, but it's a lot better if you don't. It really is. It really, really is. I spent years trying to nail this shit. And once I was in the right coaching program with the right mentor, nailed it. And my business blew up. Crazy, crazy how that works. And come to think of it, even though my brand took a while to get crystal clear, whenever I had a crystal clear offer, that was when I had my 20, 30K months. Because I was clear and I had the system to back it up. It's possible for you. You just got to be clear. No coffee lover, no I love tacos, nope. Nobody cares. I care. Your followers don't care. Your followers want to know, make me laugh, heal my past, solve my problems. You liking coffee is not going to solve my problems. Okay, so I can't go too much more deeply into this tonight, but if you want help nailing this, hit me up in the chat bubble, selflovecoach.com. Okay. Don't nobody care if you love coffee and tacos currently in your notes. It's true. Maybe your mom does. Maybe your wife does. Your followers, make me music. Heal my broken hearts. Adele. Okay. So I'm going to add a little bit of a flavor to this, right? And this is going to be fun for you, I hope. I think it should be fun. No, this is the next tip, right? So the first tip, one core offer, one problem, one client, 111, 111. Second hot tip. Hot because the person delivering it is hot and also the tip is hot. Know the value that you add, okay? What makes you different? What makes you special? There are dozens, hundreds, thousands, millions of actors out there, musicians, dancers, YouTubers, podcasters, bloggers, aerial teachers, life coaches, self-love coaches, business mentors. It's on you to differentiate yourself, okay? So what makes you special? All of you who are here, I don't want to hear, I'm a reader. I'm a psychic reader. I want to hear, I'm the neurodivergent psychic reader for neurodivergent babies with ADHD. Boom! Like, so much different. I don't want to hear, I'm a recording artist. I want to hear, I am the recording artist for your go-to breakup songs, whatever. I don't know. I'm just making this up at this point. This is why I don't make shit up on the fly. I think I'm pretty good at it, but I prefer to have notes. So in terms of knowing the value you add, like, flex on yourself. What makes you different and special? Turn your shames into your flexes, okay? If you're neurodivergent, talk about it. If you're LGBTQIA/TGNC, talk about it. Your people will resonate with you because of your story. If you are the children of immigrants, talk about it. If you study witchcraft from West Africa, talk about it. Your people will come to you. Be bold, be brave, be authentic, be vulnerable. At your level of comfort, of course, but I'm telling you, the more authentic and vulnerable I am, the more I attract even more of the right people. If you work with witches, tell them you work with witches. If you're spiritual and woo-woo, talk about it. If you're spiritual and woo-woo, but your family is super Christian and it creates problems at home, talk about it. Your followers are going to be like, me too. You want to create that me too experience while at the same time flexing. You've been through shit and you've overcome it and you've survived. Flex. So here's the hot tip. Oh, wait, before I tell you the hot tip. Like, so for me, I used to work on Wall Street and be a computer engineer. Now I say things like pop my pussy and I actually get paid to pop my pussy on the internet. Like, how fucking unique is that? Which is hilarious because actually someone sent me an Instagram account of someone who left Wall Street and became a burlesque dancer. And she's also Asian. And I was like, yes, you know, because like, only you, 1 out of 8 billion people have your life experience. Talk about your shit. It's part of your brand. It's part of who you are. It's part of what will magnetize people to you. And what will be the difference between I'm going to click this link or that link? I'm going to get a reading with Crystal versus I'm going to get a reading with random psychic reader. Is this clicking? Is this making sense? We feeling it? Yes, Crystal. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who you are, flex it all. Like, I'm getting a reading from you, period, point blank. So I used to work on Wall Street as an engineer, say things like pop my pussy, and I'm super into woo stuff and magic. The more I learned to embrace and share all the parts of me, the more the right people came. You shouldn't have to over-educate your people on what it is that you do because you're calling in the people that already resonate. Ooh, that's a good one. I wish we could turn that into a GIF. One day I'll have a whole team of people that just turning all my shit into GIFs, right? So the hot tip, homework for tonight, home play, whatever you want to call it. Journal tonight on your life story. What you've been through and how you got to this place of even wanting to dance, act, write, coach, heal, read, whatever. Write a little bit of your story and highlight the things that you know make you special. And when I say special, I don't mean you're the only one, but like that's true to your story. I mean, you are the only one out of 8 billion people. Like, I don't know any other Filipina American business mentor self-love coaches who pop their pussy and do aerial dance. You know what I mean? Like, and was a real estate investor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, share your story. And this step 2 will really help you. Like, wow, I've done a lot. I deserve to be out there. People need to pay me. People need to pay me. We're getting emotional in here. I love it. Good. The emotions means the energy is moving. And it means that you were right there on the path for your sacred calling. So good for you. Good for you. So these are, highlight the things that make you special. These are the things that are going to call in your target audience. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go really quickly on these next couple of parts. Yeah, let me just review what I got left. Okay. So that's who you are. I think that's a good point to leave y'all with, but the next steps will be, okay, so who's your target audience, right? Maybe you don't really know. This one's kind of harder to nail, especially if you're just starting out. Like for me, I kind of had to work with all kinds of people. And when I would reflect on it, I'd be like, oh, these are my favorite clients and here's why. And what I realized was they were my favorite clients because they were like a lot like me, like the general signature, right? And so I call them in. You know, I call the people that are professionals in the streets in the sheets in the streets, whatever. You know, honor all the parts of you, and that's who your target audience is, right? If you don't want to work with certain types of people, say this is not for you. I work with these kinds of people. You know, like I talk to people all the time now, and they're like, oh, well, I'm too busy. I don't really have time. I'm like, okay, I only work with action takers. So you're here because you're an action taker. So I called you in because I'm an action taker. You're an action taker, right? And here's the thing. People aren't just going to flock to your content. You need to promote yourself. Now, there's a lot that goes into that, including mindset and identity. Watch my Orgasmic Money Masterclass if you haven't already. So I won't go too deeply into this since there isn't really enough time, but I will be teaching these things to my EMA members. Shout out to y'all. You can't just throw content up there and expect people to come, okay? You need a plan and a strategy for what to do and the right time to do it, according to your schedule, your lifestyle, your goals, and your personality. It is such a pet peeve of mine when I hear like on podcasts or YouTube videos or coaches being like, this is the way to do it, and this is how you have to do it, and you have to post every day and 3 times a day. And it's like, what if I have ADHD and depression and I sleep 1 week out of the month? That week I'm not posting. Or are you going to help me figure out how to schedule for that week? Do you see what I mean? It's like, you have to, it's your business, it's your art. So you get to do it your way. So I am all about helping you find the right strategy and aligned action steps for you and your personality and your unique self-love blueprint, because there's too much teaching out there and then it doesn't work for everyone, right? So here's another piece about target audience, right? And I actually got stuck in this almost. Thankfully, I caught myself and didn't spend too much money. But like when you're in the learning phase of business, there's going to be all kinds of people like, oh, you're just starting out. Let me teach you the perfect LinkedIn strategy to get your clients. No. Facebook ads is where it's at. No. Instagram reels. And you're over here like, and especially with someone like me with ADHD, I'm going to just do nothing. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to spend all this money on all these programs and then I'm going to do nothing. But they don't ask you, well, where are your clients? Is your target audience on LinkedIn? Mine is not. I mean, maybe they are, but erroneous. Anyway, you get my point, right? I'm not going to spend $500 on a LinkedIn program if my clients are not on LinkedIn. Well, it's also the marriage of where they are and what you actually like to do. I don't really fuck with LinkedIn. I grew my business. I grew my business to full-time income Facebook. At the time, I loved Facebook. Facebook was where my peeps were at. I did some strategic posts at the right time. I had my system in place. I followed up. I did my sales. I got my first clients. Now I really fuck with Instagram. So I'm on Instagram heavy and Facebook because I still love Facebook. But you see, it's like, so don't let that program sell to you and like, oh my God, LinkedIn is the new hot thing. It's like, but do you even like LinkedIn? Because if you don't, then don't do it. Are you even on there? Because if you're not, then don't do it. You know, I was actually talking to a new therapist, a new psychotherapist or psychiatrist. I don't know what her title is. And she was like, oh, I know everyone keeps telling me to do Instagram, but like I use Instagram for personal and I don't really like it for business. I just like it for personal, but like I do LinkedIn. And I was like, well, are your clients on LinkedIn? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, then do LinkedIn. Fuck Instagram. Like do LinkedIn. So if anyone is trying to pitch to you like a program or whatever of like, oh my God, like they're going to be fear mongering you and being like, this is how you make money. This is how you make money fast with this system. I want to know what the system is, because if the system is on a system that I don't like to use, then I'm not going to buy that program. And that's why for me with Entrepreneurial Mindset Academy, EMA, you know, when I get questions a lot, it's like, oh, am I going to need to do Facebook? My first question is, do you like Facebook? Because if not, then no. Do I need to do Instagram? Do you like Instagram? Because if not, then no. We're going to find a way. Okay. So with your target audience, you have to go for them. You have to go after them. You have to market yourself. There's a whole inner work mindset piece with that, but you can't just like, Rihanna did not grow to $1 billion with Fenty by just standing there holding up a Fenty sign. She had a plan. She had a strategy. She has to market. Bitch, if Rihanna has to market, you got to market, okay? Period. Like, if Oprah has to market, you have to market. I thought about that one time when Oprah and Deepak used to do those 21-day meditations. I'm like, they're marketing a lot. And they're Oprah and Deepak. Oprah and Deepak was a billionaire. She got to market. You got to market, okay? So yes, you can't just throw up content out there and expect people to come. You need a plan. You need a strategy for what to do and the right time to do it according to your schedule, your style, your lifestyle, your goals, and your personality. People are like, oh, do I have to do video? I don't know. Do you like doing video? I'm more of like a voice person than do a podcast. Like, this is how we break indecision fatigue. Who are you and what do you like to do? Because if you like to do it, you're going to do it more. Okay. Don't just do YouTubing because YouTubing is hot. Don't just do podcasting because podcasting is hot. It has to fit you and your target audience, etc. So once you've nailed all of that, which will take a lot more than the 44 minutes I've been talking, hopefully with a mentor or a coach, once you've nailed all of that, then you can start to have your content strategy, because all of your content, everything that you do, are going to speak to that one thing. You can have different topics. It's like an octopus, right? You have the head. This is the main topic. And then you have all the tentacles. So for me, self-love in business. I can talk about marketing. Today, I'm talking about marketing. Last week, I talked about money mindset. Before that, I talked about effective time management as a content creator. But it was all around being a witchy healer, spiritual entrepreneur, content creator. Feel me? And all rooted in self-love, because that's the core of my brand. Okay? So everything you do all your content will speak to this one thing. Even Adele, even the way she sits at a basketball game is like, I'm the heartbreak queen, right? It's like, I'm a freaking songbird, okay? Everything you do is going to tie back to the 111 things, right? And it's going to speak to that, plus your unique self-love blueprint, what makes you different, and your perfectly aligned strategy. So we're not talking about strategy tonight. We're not talking about your unique self-love blueprint tonight, but we do talk about that in Entrepreneurial Mindset Academy. So for those of you that just joined EMA, congratulations. This is all the shit you're going to get. Whoop, whoop. If you haven't joined EMA or you haven't heard about it and you want to hear about it, I'm going to tell you about it a little bit, because you can literally take all these tips and go forth on your own to figure it out. That's totally fine. It might take you a longer time. We always need someone to bounce ideas off of, I find, right? But if you want a little help, and if you like me and you want help from me, I encourage you to apply for Entrepreneurial Mindset Academy, aka EMA. EMA is my month-to-month membership, meaning you can pause and rejoin at any time, where I help witchy healers, spiritual entrepreneurs, artists, and content creators like you monetize your gifts so you can go full-time in your passions. And EMA is based on 3 main pillars. The first pillar is mindset, which is like 80% of the work, okay? We need to get you identifying as the fabulous entrepreneur, artist, content creator that you are. We need to get your behaviors on point. We need to get your values on point, your purpose, your mission, your goal on point, your money mindset, your business mindset, the way you talk to yourself every day. All of that stuff is in the pillar of mindset. Abundance mindset. The second pillar is strategy. So I'm talking that content creation strategy, your social media strategy, if you have one, your business strategy. The 111 we talked about is part of your strategy. What is your one core offer, your one target client, and the one problem you solve? What else? What else do we do? What am I missing? I should just look at my notes because duh. Okay. Here, let me do that. I'm just going to share my screen with y'all. Okay. Because it will be easier for me to do that. Okay. I figured it out, y'all. Okay. So the 3 pillars, we've got mindset, how to view yourself as a legit business that deserves to make good money, and learn how to fully embody an identity of wildly successful entrepreneur. The strategy is about learning the skills that you need to run a successful business. And it's not as overwhelming as you think, especially if you have help. And action is all about eliminating self-doubt and helping you feel clear and excited on the right action steps for you to achieve results. You're all different. You all have unique self-love blueprints. So the way you do stuff is not going to be how I do stuff. Literally today, one of my business besties was like, I don't know, Amelia, I can't be like you. You're on Instagram every day. And I'm like, then don't. That's my personality. I'm always on the camera. That's just how I roll. Or like, oh, I don't know if I can do a podcast. I'm like, do you like to talk? No, I prefer to write. Okay, then write a blog. You see, it's like, it's the right action steps for you. Because with these 3 pillars put together, well, before these 3 pillars, you're going to have a lot of frustration, overwhelm, fear of rejection, no money, procrastination, no time, self-doubt, hurt from past failures, etc. And we want to get you to ease, flow, pleasure, purpose, joy, creativity, passion, money. Okay? This is your sacred calling. It's not just about the money. I know that. But artists deserve to eat too. That's a gem. So like I said, with mindset, we'll talk about money mindset, time mindset, personal, entrepreneurial. With strategy, business strategy, your business strategy, not Amelia's, not somebody else's, yours, for your personality and lifestyle. developing, packaging, and pricing your offers, the 111, right? One thing, one thing, one thing. Getting your first paying clients or your next paying clients, content creation that fits your voice, your aesthetic, your story, how to monetize your content, and social media management, and more. And action is really about finding the right aligned actions and schedule for you according to your current schedule, priorities, and unique self-love blueprint. So if you are interested in that, I encourage you to fill out an application. This is a no pressure application. Honestly, and those of you that filled an application, you can even tell me. I find even just filling out the application really helps you get crystal clear. My goal with applications, and if we talk about you joining, is to help you get clear on your next steps. I talked to a bunch of people. Some people joined, some people didn't, because that wasn't their next aligned steps. So this is a no pressure application to help you get clear on what it is you're trying to do. And then also to help me be clear on what it is you're trying to do, and to see if and how I can help you reach your goals. So I hope you apply. I'm going to leave this up for now. Can y'all still see my face? Because I'm trying to, there are so many windows. Oh my goodness. Okay. How do I get back to my Zoom? Are there any questions? Raise your hand if you have a question. And I'm also going to pop into the chat the link to apply. But you can just scan the QR code there. Let's see what we got. I feel seen and heard. I love that. I'm so happy. Monica says, my goodness, this is a word. I don't know what I was saying, but I hope it was something good. Victoria says, this is making me emotional. Hot tip and gem. Okay, any questions? If you are an EMA, you can come ask a question too. Or if you need to marinate and process all that we just talked about. Let me take a sip of water because that shit was hot. It got hot in here. Was this helpful? I hope so. Got one heart. One person was helped today.
This was, Amelia, this was super helpful.
Okay, good.
Yeah, this was so helpful. Can I ask a quick question? And if the question needs to wait, that's fine too. But specifically, when thinking about the target audience, I feel like there's potential for that to be like more than one. And I know the 111, I got that, but specifically, so like as a recording artist, when I think about the target audience, I feel like initially the target audience is the listener, but then the reason why my brain was like, oh, but the second audience would be then like other people, whether it's like, brands that want to work with me, or people in the industry. So that would be more, I guess, forward ahead thinking, but that was just, yeah.
Yes. So yes, you are a business and you have a brand, right? And different businesses have multiple products. The reason why I push so much for the 111 is because, especially when you're just starting out, but even when you're not just starting out, it can be really easy to get pulled in a lot of different directions. This is why these like heavy hitter musicians have whole ass teams. Like they have a whole branding and sponsorship team because it's a whole business in and of itself. Right. And so even for me as like a spiritual entrepreneur, coach or whatever, I got caught up in like, I want to do retreats and I want to do workshops and I want to do coaching. those are all separate businesses. Oh, like doing retreats is like a whole business in and of itself. And it's the same as an artist or like even a YouTuber, right? The brands who will sponsor you and your videos, that's a different product offering. So you can do the 111 for the brands, right? Then you have the 111 for your features and people who want to work with you. Then you have the 111 for your listeners. So as a musician and even as a YouTuber, pretty much any art, there's those multiple streams. So I would say, yeah, you're probably going to want to work on all of them, but one at a time. One at a time. Okay, Armani is asking, what's one piece of advice you would give a women's empowerment organizer that is looking for reliable members? Okay, so back to 111. You're looking for reliable members. What does that mean? What does reliable mean? Get specific, because that's your target audience, right? What's the problem you solve? Why would they want to be a member? What do you do for them? That's the target. That's the problem you solve. And then who are you as the organizer? Why should we join you? People are reliable when there's a bigger meaning for them to follow. All of you are here because there's a bigger meaning. There's a bigger vision and a bigger mission that I'm on. This wasn't just like, come to my workshop, you know? And a lot of people have that energy. Come to my workshop. Like, what is it for? Who is it for? Like, I don't know. Who are you? And of course, yes, there will be the people that come because they love you, like your friends. But ultimately, as you grow, you don't want your audience to just be your friends and family. Plus, you'll tap them out. They're going to be like, oh my God, enough with the fucking body butter. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so what's special about the Women's Empowerment Organization? What is their target audience? What problem do they solve? And then, so looking for reliable members, you could think of that as what you're selling, right? Like people hate the word selling, but we're always selling something. Even when you're asking someone to go to the park with you, you're selling them, come with me to the park. Why? Because you love me and because it's nice outside, right? Like we're always selling something. So if you're looking for reliable members, that's what you're selling them. You're selling them a membership that they will be reliable to, they will be loyal to. Why should they be? What are you offering them? And also, who are you looking for? Because if you just say any women, like, let's think about this. Okay, there's a difference between come join my women's empowerment organization and come join the premier women's empowerment organization for first-generation children of immigrants who are looking to up-level their career by negotiating their salary. I just freaking made that up, but that's very different, right? So if you want to say a little bit more, we can help refine that. But yeah, you need the 111 for that too. Even if you're not, like, again, this is why I said it doesn't matter if you're selling a product or your artwork or to go to the park. We need to give people a reason because everyone's inundated with so much stuff. Everyone's busy. You need to give people a reason. Why should they care? And they don't care if you love coffee. I mean, unless it's a coffee lovers organization. But even then, right? Like, would I join the coffee lovers organization or would I join the premier, unique, organically grown, blended coffee straight from Colombia organization? Do you know what I mean? For snobby coffee lovers. Like, and these are shitty because I'm just making it up, but like, trust me, like we just need to think about it. Maybe it's not too shitty, but hopefully that helps. Any other questions? And Cam, did I answer your question?
Sorry, I was fighting with the mute button. Yes, you did. You did that. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Very clear. Yeah. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And don't try to do too much too fast because that's gonna that's what halts our progress sometimes. Focus on like one thing at a time, grow that, get clear. I mean, really clear on your brand, right? Because your brand is going to filter to the sponsors and the features and the listeners, because it's you, right?
Yeah.
And whether you have a personal brand or not, whatever it is you're selling has a brand, right? Like, why do people pay what they pay for Spirit Airlines versus Cathay Pacific or United Arab Emirates? Wait, is that the name of the airline? I don't know. Anyway, but right, like there's a brand there. You know, going to the local nail salon that sticks your feet in a faucet versus the ones that like lick your toes and dip it in honey. Like, you know what, you know, there's a brand. I'm glad I'm making people laugh. Okay. Any other questions? For those of you that are new, I hope you consider applying to EMA. I'd love to know more about your projects and what you're working on. And then we'll see if EMA is a right fit for you. And even if it's not, I'll help you find a solution. Yes, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm so excited to learn more about your brand too. Any other questions? Y'all, I did this in an hour. This is great. Armani, did that help you? I know maybe you were writing some stuff down, but if you have any any other follow-up questions, well, one, if you fill out the application, I'll have your contact info and you can ask me questions that way. If not, I do have a chat feature on my website, selflovecoach.com, and you can pop me a chat in there. It's really cute. Also, if you're in EMA, I'm gonna see you, okay? I want to know, those of you who are in EMA, how this resonated for you. You know, pop it in the chat tonight. I want to know, but I do feel, actually, I should do this. It is important to, I did mean to say this actually. It is important to have consistency and support, right? Because far too often do we come to something inspirational, like tonight, let's say, or listen to a podcast or go to an event, and we're like, yeah, I'm going to do all this work. And then we go back home and then our negative beliefs are there waiting for us. They're sitting there like, we've been waiting for you. Looks like you've been to one of those things again. Yeah, we're just going to sprinkle in your procrastination. Right? So we need consistency. We need support. We do. I need it. Like my business would not be where it is if I did not get the support that I needed along the way. And if I was not willing to invest time and energy into myself. So, all right, Monica, thank you so much for being here. Let me know how tonight resonated. Yeah, let us know in the chat. The limiting beliefs are shedding. Yes, Victoria. Okay, definitely resonated. Okay, good. Awesome. All right, if there are no, actually, yes, we need to seal this in. I can't just leave you. I'm a witch, for God's sake. I can't just leave you off in the astral planes. You can either share it out loud with your voice or in the chat, or at least write it down. What is the one thing from tonight that you are like, oh my God, yes, I need to not forget this. I need to remember this for myself. What is the one big insight that you got from tonight that you're just like, I will never forget this. This has changed my life. So feel free to pop it in the chat, or you can just unmute yourself. Who I am. This is me, Crystal says. Yes, yes, you are the brand. Girl, we're going to have you shining. I'm so excited. We're going to get your 111 down. Okay. Also, for those of you who are in EMA, can we please get your prep forms in? I need to know how I'm going to help you. I know it's a lot. Give yourself like 30 minutes to sit down with it, but please get your prep forms in. Anybody else? What's your one big insight? Victoria says, yes, I'm with Crystal. I know I deserve this so much. My inner child is shaking with excitement. Yes, girl. And I know you in springtime. So we gonna take advantage of that, the springy vibes, get you eased into summer. It's going to be so good. I already actually was thinking about you, Victoria. I was like, you know, fresh out of high school novelist, you know, like this is your brand. This is who you are. Who you are is not to your detriment. Who you are is to your value add. You know, a lot of those, especially those things that, you know, society, and, you know, y'all know I'm a rebel against society. So especially those things that society wants to make you feel ashamed about. That's actually probably your value add, you know. I was that crazy person on Wall Street who wore like crazy colored dresses because I couldn't wear the boring suits all day long. I just couldn't do it. Like Elle Woods, you think of Elle Woods, no more boring pantyhose. I'm about to blossom these ideas. Yes, you are in the light of summer, of spring and summer. Yes, that's part of your story, Victoria. That's the thing. Especially the things that you think you should feel bad about. You know how many people you're going to ignite with those things? I love it. Any other final insights? I know Javis is filling out the application, so I won't bother them. Cam, what about you? Insight, Armani?
I'm looking through my notes because there's a lot.
Top 10 insights, go. You could just read some gems if you want. That'd be great.
Let's see. Well, the 111, I mean, that first initial tip and everything that you explained going into it was super helpful and simplified. And like I need simple, I need direct, I need to be told just what's the one, Cam, because so that was really helpful. Let me see. Okay, that would, maybe I'll try to do like a top 3. Okay, so definitely that.
I love a top 3.
Let's see. Well, this was a gem for sure. The more specific you get, the less confusing it is when they pay you. And
I
then
forgot I said that, but that's good.
Yeah, you said that. And then another gem that's along those same lines that you said is confused people don't buy, confused people don't click.
That's right.
Obviously, don't nobody care if you love coffee and tacos. So those are my tops.
Thank you so much. Good night, Victoria. Oh, she already left, but good night. Yeah, like think about, and I know you're a recording artist, right? And any of you in here, like think about recording artists whose brands are all over the place. You're just like, what? Like, I don't know who I'm gonna get. And this isn't about pigeonholing yourself. This is about finding your unique signature and like what will permeate, because I use Ariana Grande all the time as an example, and I smile about it because I have a specific relationship with her in my own mind. But she is who she is, but each of her albums are a specific brand, right? So this isn't about pigeonholing yourself. This is about getting clear so that you can actually get consistent. Ooh, that's a gem. Can you write that down? Can somebody write that down? Get clear so you can get consistent. Because when you're not clear, that's when the consistency falls off. That's when the shame and the procrastination come in. Yeah, I could go for like 3 more hours, to be honest, but I won't. But thank you, Cam. Monica, I know you had to go, but you're still here. I didn't know if you are able to share an insight that resonated. No pressure. I think we're good then. So to seal this all in, either right now. Okay, good. I got you. We're just gonna stall for time while we got applications coming in. So was I going to say? Oh yeah, to seal this all in, choose the one thing that really resonated with you and make the decision. I'm going to implement this tonight. I'm going to implement this. I didn't say you're going to implement it perfectly. I said you're going to implement it. Okay. Oh yeah, if Rihanna has to mark it, you have to mark it. Exactly. Exactly. What else? What else do I have to say? I think that's it. We got people on Facebook coming back for the replay. Oh, I know what I can say. Tomorrow night in the Facebook group, as well as the non-Facebook group. I have both because not everyone has Facebook. But I'm doing a new moon intention setting circle. It's gonna be cute, gonna be casual. We're just gonna chill. Set our intentions for the next new moon cycle. And then my next effective time management workshop for content creators and artists and healers is Wednesday, March 29th. It's all in the Facebook group, so find me there. Okay. All right. Good night. Cam, can you end this for? Oh, go ahead, Crystal. Do you have something to say? I love it with your witchy vibes.
I was just going to say thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. You look amazing. I love it. I love it. I love you. Good night. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm going to check you for your application, okay? Those of y'all filling it out. But if there's no more questions, there's no need for me to sit here on Zoom. Good night. Good night.